Panda Nanny. Yes.
Panda Nanny.
All right, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is here. He is the definitive star. I didn't even notice anybody else in the movie. Was there anybody? Who else was in Straight Out?
That hacky Giamatti guy.
Oh, Giamatti.
Yo, I love Paul Giamatti.
The nicest man. He's a great man.
Dude.
Boy, that Jerry Heller's a sweetheart, isn't he?
Yeah, I wish he was here, man. Yeah, I really do. But Paul Giamatti, the best thing about him is that he doesn't know he's Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Totally true. I made a movie with him. The nicest, most down to earth.
I happened to walk by his house. I didn't know exactly where he lived, but he lives in my neighborhood, and I walked by, and there's a guy out there working in his garden.
Yep.
And I was like, I think that's Paul Giamatti. And I walked back. It was pretty secluded. I looked back, and it's like, that is Paul Giamatti. He's just working in his garden right there.
Sure.
The thing I love about him, too, is he apparently he's now the professional sleazy manager actor.
Oh, if you need to get somebody.
Right, because he did Jerry Heller, and then he did the guy in the Beach Boys movie, Love and Mercy.
Oh, I
he
didn't
also
realize that
played
he's in that.
Brian Wilson's sleazy manager.
Can he play Colonel Parker in the Elvis movie?
Yeah, he's got this sleazy manager thing cornered now. He owns that.
It's like hiring Stanley Tucci to play a flamboyant,
Exactly. So you were talking about.
You know who his dad is, right? Sorry.
Bart Giamatti.
Yeah. He was
Former
telling me
commissioner
about
of baseball.
Bartlett Giamatti.
While we were filming Straight Out of Compton, he kept telling me I couldn't imagine playing my dad. So good luck, kid. Like
There you go.
That type of veteran.
So you guys were just talking about Star Wars, and Jeff Katz has been spoiling all kinds of.
I don't know anything. I am assuming
without even seeing the movie.
Yes, I'm inferring from
Floyd
marketing.
Mayweather's the villain.
Always.
That's easy.
Now are you part of this whole? Do you have your advance tickets and all that stuff, or is your dad? Are you gonna have a private screening in your palatial home? What are you gonna do?
I sure hope so. I've definitely stressed it to those who handle my events.
Yes.
But I'm not that popular to get what I want.
Of course you're not. Of course you're not. No, I guess the world is gonna stop when this thing comes out, right?
What, the 18th, 17th, 18th?
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Wasn't it Christmas?
No, it's 18th because they want to have it in front of Christmas and then ride through Christmas. So they basically get a week of advance business.
Yeah, 18th leading up.
Christmas
And it'll
is
be
the
like
bonus.
midnight shows on the 18th.
The 17th probably.
I know
will be
theaters that are
midnight.
doing 24-hour
Yeah.
screenings. I mean, it's crazy.
We did. My girlfriend and I did the 6 previous over the Thanksgiving
Here's the thing.
break.
I want to ask you about this.
Yeah.
Dedication.
I read a piece that says
The machete order?
because I'm going to go back and
The machete order's pretty good.
no, forget about 1.
Here's the argument. for
Forget about 1 because it's so clunky compared to 2 and 3.
that. That is true. 2 and 3 of the prequels are clearly the best. Clearly, 3 is the best of the 3 prequels, I would say. The trick is there is enough. Now. There's an argument to watch Episode 4, Episode 5, and then go 1, 2, 3, and then Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's what they say with your kids. That's the machete order, and I like that. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did them prequels into the originals, and I have to say, particularly within the prequels themselves, in terms of the mirror stuff in 3, if you can suffer through the slog of it, and there is some slogginess, there's no question, there's enough set up there that is paid off. Do you need to see it? No, not really. No, you could do 2 and 3.
Because everything is there.
2 and 3 pretty much. There'll be little things that are
2 and
tied
3
in.
reset 1.
Somewhat. Not all the way, but they do definitely, like, he's 10 years older. It is a different animal. The one thing I will say from revisiting the prequels is the best thing in them, and they're not great movies, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi is excellent.
Yeah.
And if they do, there's rumor they're going to do a spin-off series of him as Obi-Wan as part of the anthology movies. Those I will go see.
Now, one of the things that people are saying is the problem with episode order is that it ruins the surprise.
Well, that's why they say doing the
father.
machete version. So
Yeah,
the machete version is you watch the original Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, you get Luke, I am your father, and you get Han is frozen in carbonite, you get the cliffhanger, and then you say, okay, kids, let's find out how Anakin Skywalker got here, and then you do the prequels.
Can we believe how
and then
wrapped
do
up
6.
in this we are?
This is real life.
But it's like Lord of the Rings.
It
It's
is.
a piece of our national
Now, I never
mythology.
went after Lord of the Rings. I was never.
Yeah,
I was
I
never
saw the
about.
third one and I was like, all right, I've seen
Short
it.
people scare me.
I was at New Line for all of those, so those are
Shout out
super
to
close
Trudeau.
to my heart. You should rewatch. The Lord of the Rings have aged beautifully.
Yeah.
They're great movies.
And then when the Game of Thrones trailer comes out, We're like all like jumping
we're
up and down and
nerds.
stuff. It's
Listen,
weird.
we like just same way that you invest in the Lakers as a universe. And
Yeah, it's true.
We do this whether it's Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Michael Thompson and WWE. We all find these outlets.
These stories.
Yeah.
They're
Shout out to
stories,
Michael
and you were
Thompson.
saying that earlier. Lakers are a story,
Yeah.
and it's an it's
the
an
unscripted
ongoing
narrative.
story. And by the way, I think that someday we'll look back. This is weird. I think we'll look back fondly on this year. I don't know how it goes, but I think we will remember Kobe's last year. I think we all will also remember that we saw these young guys like D'Angelo and Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson sort of come into their own. And I think that when the Lakers are at championship caliber again, it will be so much sweeter.
Without question.
Thank
You know
without
what?
question.
Losing makes winning
There's without question.
much sweeter.
Oh, man.
You've been a fan for you've never had an experience like
Take
this.
my ring off for a second. I've definitely had. I went through the 7-year drought, and before then, from '88 to 2000.
But even like Randy Fund, it wasn't quite this bad.
No. Nothing has been as far as wins and losses. Nothing has been this bad. But when the Lakers don't make the playoffs, like it doesn't matter what the record was, we didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
And in a situation like this, if we don't make the playoffs, and so you did make it and you didn't get a draft pick, it's kind of, I want to at least have the shot of getting the draft pick is the silver lining I got to use with these losses, or I'll drown myself.
Now, do you like what, and we should say O'Shea Jackson Jr. is here. He is son of somebody famous, but in his own right, the star.
That's right. Is your head like a shark's fin?
Now, do you
Shout out to Ice Cube.
That's right.
look at what the Sixers are doing as absolutely awful, heinous, worst
Completely
thing ever
terrible.
for the game?
Just it makes me angry, because they got my pick and I need my pick.
Okay, but no, what about Sam Hinkie and the way he's
Just the fact of him taking
the way
every
he's
year,
cratering
like,
things?
or I want to know the jersey sales of Sixers players.
Would
you
you
know?
would you rather be the Sixers or the Orlando Magic, where you are sort of you knock on the door, you may be an 8 seed, but you're in
At
that
least
sort
Orlando
of limbo.
has pieces, something that they can move. The Sixers look like a bunch of computer-generated players out there. Like when you've been playing 8 seasons in 2K,
In 2K.
you start seeing like 39. Who's
Yes,
that?
yeah.
But it's really that's real grueling. Going through that as a fan. When you're part of the Lakers, I don't think people get what that means. That you have the
Okay,
Lakers.
but let me put the opposite out there, because you know how Ireland feels about all this stuff.
Republican.
So
He does
fucking
listen to the
awesome.
show.
Yes,
He clearly
clearly.
listens. Yeah.
Okay, so the Sixers are trying to be bad, right?
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
They're doing a great job. The Lakers, I assume, are trying to be good, and they're doing a terrible job. The Lakers have 1 first-round draft pick next year, maybe. The Sixers have
Like
4
4?
first-round draft picks this year. Who would you rather be at this particular moment?
The Lakers, dude. There's no way. Hold on. Can I break it down? Can I break it down, Jeff Katz?
Yeah, please.
break it down.
Good game, man. The people who are over to the Lakers with Steve Ballmer. It really troubles me. The Lakers are. What's on the cover of every basketball, every basket, every floor, every jersey? A Laker.
Yes.
Jerry West.
Right.
Wilt. He may have got that 100 points with the Warriors.
Yeah.
But he won his championships
He's
in
a Laker.
LA. Who do you think he would come play with?
Right.
So Laker. You got Kareem, most points ever. You got Magic. It's so much. It's so much prestige. It's so much for you to hold on to that. Yeah, people hate you. You're the cream of the crop, bro. It comes with the territory.
But here's the thing: you said Laker fans jumping ship to
Jumping
the
ship.
Clippers. I don't know
I
a
didn't say the Clippers.
single. Oh, I thought you did.
I said the Blakers.
Oh, so you're going with
Yeah,
the Blakers.
they're the Blakers.
I don't know a single Lakers fan who's jumped over to the Blakers.
Other than
Marcellus
Marcellus.
Wiley.
He's the only
The
one.
leader of the ship.
He's the only one. I mean, he's the only guy
He's
I know.
Captain Steuben.
But I mean, I don't know a single, like for example, I will bang on Twitter, I will bang on the Clippers, rooted against them openly, root against them now, don't like the Clippers. I'm not a fan in any way, shape, or form. I don't care if they get, like last year, Ireland, he sort of like comes around at some point, right? He's like, he kind of wants everybody to do well.
It's very gray.
When he comes to
such a Republican.
he'll often say, Well, I've got a lot of friends at the Clippers, so, and I always try to make clear, I have absolutely no friends at the Clippers, so I want them to lose. But I don't know, I don't pay any price for this. We don't, when I say I hate the Clippers, don't pay any price on Twitter, don't pay any price in ratings.
Right, it's like a buzzing in your ear.
It's sort of like, oh yeah. I mean, there's so many people that hate the Clippers that it's totally fine.
It all could have been different. You know, it all could have been different, but you know, you guys want to do your own thing, so now we got to disown you. You know, if we take the Chargers, you know, we'll do a trade. You know, trade San Diego if you want them back. But it's definitely frustrating the Laker fans because respect to Blake. Blake is the one where, you know, he was drafted. That is they dude. I respect Blake Griffin, Billy Crystal, and Clipper Darrell.
Yep.
Those are the only, you know, that's like from the root of Clipperdom, whatever that is. But the Laker fans see them and know that you're only popping because you got the one that got away. Like, you know, it's such a blatant smack in our face, and then Ballmer changing our locker room to the dressing room, and then them defacing the Magic statue. You don't have a statue
them
for me
covering
to
up the
deface.
banners. That's
You don't have
no.
you don't have a retired jersey.
By the way, they're
Danny Manning's like,
even
what's going
covering
on?
up Taylor Swift's banner.
Disrespect.
Well, that's actually the
terrible.
single best judgment they've made.
You do not cover up T Swift's banner. All right, coming up next, RJ Bell, a little gambling, a little gaming. We will get into it,
Bet it all on black.
including tomorrow, SC
57,
versus
baby.
Stanford in the Pac-12 championship game in San Francisco. Mason and I are